Just showing off a recent acquisition from Quest. What is that? Quest Miniatures? Let's look at here. I can't remember. It's from an Etsy store. Yep, Quest Miniatures. Find these guys on Etsy. Bonus miniature, perhaps. She's outside the package. Now, see the card here that came with it. Those are all the figures that are in the bag here, and their bases. And I like these bases. These are the ones that you can flock, and they still have a nice round lip on them. The castings look really, really good from what I've seen so far. Merman. See if I can remember all their names. I was a big He-Man freak when I was a kiddo. Cyclops. Oh, the Hawk guy. What was his name? It was Triclops was the other guy. Stratos. That's this guy, Stratos. I'm looking on the interwebs. I'm not going to lie to you. I had to look him up. Of course, more Merman. I knew him. And then who do we have here? That's the Triclops. Here we got Ram Man. And there's Trapjaw. Well, these guys I didn't have to look up. I know these guys. And Man-E Faces. So those guys all came in this box. I'm stick them back in there for now because I've got a few other things I need to clear out in my queue over here before I jump into these. Yeah, actually, let me stick that back in there. And this card is actually a pretty cool card. It'll probably get posted somewhere around the room here. I'll get ready to paint them. And here's the other box that I picked up from Quest Miniatures. Looks like he has a pretty cool Spawn miniature there at the website too. I believe this guy is based out of Canada. And this package actually took a while to arrive. It's no fault of his, but I did start to get a little worried because I guess I'm kind of spoiled. Most of the stuff that I order from various places come pretty quickly, except some of the stuff that I get from overseas. Sometimes it'll take a while, but the shipping was reasonable and the time wasn't really too bad. I think it's probably, if you look at it in business days, it's around 15 business days perhaps, so like 3 weeks basically. Yeah, so again, in this bag are all of these miniatures, plus the extra miniature that came in here is Orko. When I say extra, he's just the other mini that's not featured on the cover art. Again, the nice round bases with the lip on them. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I remember all these guys out looking on the interwebs. Here's Beastman. And there's He-Man himself. And there's Man-at-Arms. And this would be Teela? I don't know, maybe I do need to look. No, I was right, Teela. Beastman, Teela, Man-at-Arms, He-Man, who else do we have here? Skeletor, of course. Of course. And Evil-Lyn. Now, that's for the cursory inspection. And from looking at them, they look really good. Casting wise, there's some seam line there, but this is actually pretty good. Might be a little bit of a mold or seam line in there. What do we have here? Yep, it's not a hole, it's just a kind of a clean spot. It's nothing a little primer wouldn't cover up. I could probably buff it or file it if I needed to, but all in all, man, it looks like cleanup's going to be kind of minimal. And there's a seam line right there. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but overall, so far, I think the castings actually look to be in pretty good shape. Kind of excited to get started on these. So I'm going to get this open. We'll look at a couple more. Or perhaps we'll just sit and watch me fumble around with a small plastic bag. I'm getting my butt kicked by a little bag here. There we go. Let's look at Skeletor. Yeah, see, there's a seam line, but really it's not that noticeable. Of course, you put a thin coat of primer on there and it might pop a lot more. That tends to happen. But again, you know, it'd be real easy to file it down. It would be minimal work to clean up that seam line or mold line. Yeah, baby. Oh, just don't ask me why I said that. I have no idea. There you go. There might be a little bit of flash there. Trim that off. Now I noticed in the, where's He-Man at? One of the things I really liked about him, we'll open him up. I'll show him off. And we'll probably wrap up the video. But he comes with multiple weapons, and I'm guessing so you can determine whether you're going to have him. Let me stick this back in here with Skeletor. We'll just take it out of the way. So, nope. He comes with a couple of options, I guess. You either have him wielding the sword, you can have him wielding the axe. If he's wielding the sword, you stick the sheath on his back here. There's a little nipple on that and a little indentation there, male and female. Or, let's see. Again, there's a little bit of flash on there, but that'll be easy to clean up. And see, okay, so there's the, like if you wanted him to put the axe on the back instead of the scabbard or sheath for the sword. There you go. Might be a little bit of putty that needs to go in there, and a little cavity. Or not, oh, cavity's too strong a word, but little crease right there, but that's no biggie. Overall, the detail's really good. He's got good muscle tone, face and eyes. Mold line's very minimal, especially on him. I think it's probably less noticeable on him. You can see a little bit of it right there on top of the thigh. But you really gotta be looking for it. Of course, again, thin coat of primer likes to start ratting on all the imperfections, but overall the casting's not bad. I mean, I'm pleased with it. They'll require a little bit of cleanup, but that's kind of to be expected for just about any model or miniature. And the cleanup's not going to be near as much as on some others that I've had. Alright, bark on, puppies.